Hey everybody, welcome back. Time to talk some pricing. Um, let's just get into it. ARCs are taking a big old bump. They're going from 54 to 64, I believe, or 51, or I'm not sure where they were at. I know maybe they're 69. I gotta look. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's 69. I can't remember. You guys are gonna have to remind me. I know it's a jump though. So our ARCs went up uh, into the 65 to $70 range, and our elites went up to 99 to the $105 range. Now, let's talk about Lionel here. So Lionel has been producing these cars for, 10 years or so, since they bought the exclusivity. Obviously, Action goes even further back. The quality control is probably at its worst point it's ever been last year and this year. Just as far as decal flaws, paint flaws, major paint bubbles, things that normally would have been caught, and they're just letting them go through. Maybe they're happening on the way over. We don't really have, I don't know, but I know that it's noticeable. There's a lot of flaws, and a lot of people have noticed the lack of quality control. So we're not happy with that, and we don't have to be. We can expect a quality product when we're paying the money we are, especially now that money's going up. Now, as far as the money going up, a lot of people are saying, well, shoot, look at this. They basically, switched the way that they did elites only so they could drive the price right back there and offer half the quality. Unfortunately, I don't think that's really Lionel's fault. Look, inflation, unfortunately, this year is going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute disaster. In my industry, where we ship agriculture wheels, which are just straight steel, stamped wheels for tractors and stuff, prices are up like 45% over the last year. 45%. And Lionel's making a jump. They're going from 80 some dollars to $99, which is like a 15% jump, 15 to 20. So it's still a jump. I don't like it, but I can't hardly blame Lionel at this point. Look, everything's jumping. Inflation is going nuts. That's not Lionel's fault. Lionel is in charge of the quality control. They can fix that. And they can fix, maybe customer service, which cars are offered, that kind of simple stuff. But in terms of the actual price increase, I really can't fault them. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Unfortunately, we're in a point where rapid inflation is happening, and it's not fun for anybody. I mean, it really isn't. Lionel doesn't like having to break the news that everything's going to get really expensive. That's probably going to hurt their sales, frankly. There's going to be a lot of people that back out and say, you know what, I can only get 3 cars instead of 5 cars, and that's a few less sales. Oh, I had to yawn there. But because of that, and because of the rapid inflation that we're seeing, I can't blame them for it. I'd like to, but I can't. It's not their fault. Now, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the average person? Well, my collection is going to get a lot more expensive if I keep trying to get the same cars that I've been getting or getting in, because the price has gone up. And the same thing goes with my website. Everything I have offered on there will stay. Everything that I can offer low, I will offer low. But when the price increases, which is basically today, everything after today, unfortunately, it costs more. And I fully expect to have less pre-orders and have less people looking for cars, because you can't afford to get more cars just because they're more expensive. And so, unfortunately, it's a whole. I don't know that there's anybody that's at fault, really. I mean, we know there's some people in Washington that are at fault for a lot of this, but at the end of the day, it's not Lionel's fault. It's not the customer's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just part of the world and where we're at. So, again, for me, what does that mean? It means it's going to be a few less elites, a few less cars overall, because that's the only way. Oh my gosh, I got to yawn like crazy. Because that's the only way that I'll be able to keep it rolling the way that I have. This car's great. It really is. This cost me $85. Let me slide that over. This car's great. This cost me $105. I mean, the detail on this thing's crazy. Now I'm going to get this detail for this price. Obviously, that doesn't make me happy. But again, Lionel Harley, there's not much they could have done at this point. And I know, believe me, I'm not one that wants to kiss up to Lionel. I think there's a lot of issues they've made and mistakes they've made. But at the end of the day, the inflation's here, and there's no one really at fault for that. It's going to suck. It really is. We're going to have, our collections are going to just be a little bit smaller, and that's just how it's going to be. But I guess my thing is going to be, I'm just going to continue to get the cars I like. Maybe go in and get some old cars and look at maybe chassis swapping them because it'll be a little bit more affordable in some way. But, yeah, other than that, there's really, unfortunately, not that much more I can talk about with that price increase. Obviously, I will try to give you guys breaks where I can, including with the Patreon subscriptions. So as soon as those are set up, you guys will have the option to become an Elite, an ARC, or a Gold Series member. So I decided to do those 3 tiers. But the top 2 series, the Elite and the ARC, you'll get discounts on the RAS Diecast website. That should help with some of these price increases a little bit, I hope. And then with the other tier, you also get access to some exclusive kind of, I don't know what you would call it, multiplayer gaming stuff where when the new NASCAR game comes out and I host some lobbies, you'll be invited to do those. So anyway, those are kind of the first things. I'm obviously still setting it up, but that's one way I can hopefully combat that, is that way if you're getting consistently trying to get diecasts, I can get you a break on more cars than that, because you'll being part of the channel and member wise. So that's kind of at least one way to do it, for especially the diehards that get a lot of cars or get more than one per month and stuff like that. And then for the lighter end, obviously I'll still have my Race Craze promo code, but unfortunately the prices are just up. So I'm not happy about it. I don't think anyone is, but I'm also not going to get too resentful and bitter, because I understand it's really out of everyone's control. It's just kind of a mess at this point. So there's really not a ton that we can honestly do about it. So anyway, that is pretty much all there is on the price increases. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, check out my previous video basically comparing the ARCs and Elites from the Gen 4 to the Car of Tomorrow to the Gen 5 2011-2012 car to the Gen 6 car in 2013 through 17, and the Gen 6 with the new kind of restructured model of Elites versus ARCs. I compare them all, I look at them all, I talk about the pricing and which ones are my favorite and kind of where I land on them. But it took me a little bit to do. I had some pretty fun cars that I was able to get out to make the video, so I was kind of happy about doing that. But obviously you can see a lot of cars here too, so that helps. But anyway, check that one out. Otherwise, put the thumbs up, subscribe for more content, all that fun jazz. Thank you all for watching. This has been Race Craze. Hopefully we can see these prices come back down. We'll keep our fingers crossed there. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next diecast review.